you now? Howdy. Hey friends, thanks for coming back along on the adventure. If you're new here, do with the beardless Travis. I'm Kevin, and together we make up H&H Prospecting, and actually, today we're out with Connor from Misery Mountain Mining. What are we doing today where we're at? We're back up on our secret spot right off the no-tail trail for Keven versus the Rock Part 3. Been dreaming about it, been nightmaring about it. I'm ready to find out what's underneath this rock. So I did bring out the TH86 with me today. Y'all figure out what that means in a minute. Pitter patter, let's get at her. I need to get water in my bucket. Alright, so I got the TH86 Dozer getting this rock out for me. It's moving. It's rotated. Watch your toesies. Get out of the way, Star-Lord. Ooh. Ooh. He's gonna get it loosened for me like a pickle jar, and then I'll go and finish it. So you can see what we're doing with the TH86 Dozer here. It's just getting that bar, you know, the front end loader on the dozer, wedging underneath there and just spinning that rock around. Look at all of that beautiful exposed material. Finally gonna see what's underneath that rock. Sometimes you just gotta know when you gotta call in reinforcements, y'all. I am not too proud to say when I need help. Back and neck ain't the greatest, thanks Iraq. That's why it's good to have a partner. Okay. Alright, with the help of the TH86, that rock has, well actually, we've discovered, I'll put some water on it so you can actually see it. The reason that this is so dang heavy, it's a giant agate, y'all. So if anyone wants to come down and join H&H, you know, whether it's through just because we like you or through Patreon once we start that up, you can, I'll bring you down here and you can pack this giant agate out if you want. But for now, we're going to get that dirt behind there, move some of those other bigger boulders, and finally find the gold that's underneath there. These boys ain't messing around today, moving big old rocks. Getting her done. Heck yeah. Messing around. Not messing around. In case you're new to this, I'll tell you guys a little bit about my process that I like to do here. I take little Freddy here, who is back in action since his last trip here. Bust up as much as material as I can with him. I'll shovel it. I'll shovel it into the Gold Slinger classifier here that has quarter-inch mesh and classify it down, then run it over the sluice. I'll actually show you guys that all happening in quick mode. So, just down here running my first half a bucket from underneath, you know, Kevin's big agate rock. And already, well, I haven't even got halfway through my bucket that I'm running. This Connor's getting his sluice set up, but look at that nice big flake there. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on the shiny. So now that I've gotten most of the material out of this hole, you can see I'm already back on bedrock now, and we've already seen some nice gold in the sluice box after only running a couple buckets. And I got about another half a bucket classified, ready to go too. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the brush and this nice little chicken scoop here and try my best to get that as cleaned as possible and get all that material out of there. I think it's about lunchtime and then time to go home and get some choring done. So pitter patter. I'm thirsty. Alright, so I want to show you guys why it's important to go back and brush what you think is all the way down, because now I can see all of these cracks that I couldn't see before, all these crevices that just potentially is where gold will get loaded, hide, and yeah, I think that's where that nice big flake came from that we already seen sitting right underneath this bedrock. So always do your best to clean it as good as you can. You'll never get everything, but most of it. I learned this from watching Pioneer Polly. I guess it doesn't work if you're not underwater. Quick shot of this giant agate before we take off for the day. You can just see all sorts of potch, common opal in it, quartz veins, maybe even a little of that jasper agate in there too. Pretty sweet. Well, it's been a pretty great few hours out here. Couple and a half anyways. Nice to get out for a little bit in between shoring. As Travis said, you can see the map looks like a starry night, just speckled with color. So we'll get this cleaned out, take her home, run her through the cleanup sluice, see what we got. Old Misery Mountain still going hard over there. Getting that shiny. Heck yeah. Look how great that sluice is working today, cleaning out too. Connor actually went up and cleaned our little channel that's above here, and you can just see, like, man, just doing great. Great, perfect sluicing. Thanks, buddy. Alright, folks. We're back at the homestead now, getting ready to run everything through our cleanup sluice, a little homemade cleanup sluice. I'll show you guys that who haven't seen it yet. But first things first, you can see Travis is actually going to classify everything down to minus and plus 20. The plus 20 stuff, he'll just spin off in the pan. It's real easy to go through because it ain't got no smalls. You know, everything's bigger than 20. Ain't got no. And this makes it so you can get them bigger pieces and pickers out easy, faster, if they're there. And also helps the cleanup sluice work easier with just that minus 20, which we recommend for blue bowling too. Put that minus 20 material, we'll get ran down here. This is actually just a guardrail from a handicap parking spot, you know. No, we didn't take it. It was gifted. It actually came in the back of a pickup truck we bought. That is just, you know, your V matting or your siding matting or your black sand matting, whatever you want to call it from wherever you're from. Run down into the bucket here, overflow, with just a simple, I think that's like a 1/2 horsepower pump or something like that. Don't need that much. Up the hose, down the sluice. We'll show it all in action. So we like going to this little spot just because we know we can always get bunches and bunches of smalls. So to actually come up with two pieces that are both bigger than plus 20, that's pretty exciting. We'll see what's going on in the sluice now. Alright, you can see here we do put a pan down at the end of the sluice just so we can double run those cones, make sure we're not missing anything. We do put a little bit of jet dry in there to help break the surface tension of the water. Travis is just getting done. Wow. Running that first pan, or running the pan for the first go around of that minus 20. There's a lot of pretty colors in there. Alright everyone, here's that minus 20 stuff cleaned up and out of there. We really don't have quite the time right now to get everything dried and weighed because we gotta get ready for that big group trip. So if you want to leave your, which we'll have more information on in just a second, if you want to leave your guesses below on how much that gold does weigh, we'll get it dried, cleaned eventually, and I'll get back to you.
And do an update on it.
My guess is 0.12, by the way. What's your guess, Travis?
0.15.
Travis is a generous man. Well, that's going to wrap it up for us. Thanks for coming along on the adventure. Sure is nice that we live in a place where we can just go out for a couple hours and find a little bit of shiny. Big thanks to Connor with Misery Mountain for joining us today. Don't forget to check him out, guys. There'll be a link in the description below. Don't forget, I think this will be the last video that we get out before our big grip trip with the RMPA. We'll be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, which is August 30th through July 1st. Just a big group get together showing all sorts of different dredges, wash plants, detectors, gold cubes, all sorts of different mining equipment. Come out, check it out. We are doing huge raffles. Well, not a huge raffle because raffle tickets are like normal size, but there are some nice big giveaways. Giving away gold, giving away fire opal, giving away a lifetime membership to the RMPA. Big thanks to everyone involved in that too. You got Jamie and his lady Marine from Terrapin Rocks. Connor, Misery Mountain's been busting his butt up there, getting campsites ready and such for us. Jeremy Martin with Jefferson State Prospecting. Make sure you guys check him out too. Link in the description below. He's bringing up all sorts of fun equipment and even donating gold out of his own pocket, some nuggets to give away for that raffle. Am I missing anything else? Alright, guys. Oh, that's what it was. As of now of this video, we have 998 subscribers, so thanks for everyone who has been coming along for the adventures. Be watching for that 1,000 subscriber giveaway. Well, because there'll be a video with a giveaway and a Patreon launch too once we figure all that out. Leave us comments in the below of what you think we should do with Patreon or what you'd like to see with the giveaways, whether it's just gold or, you know, pay dirt. I'm rambling and I'm ready for a nice cold soda pop. So, thanks guys. As always, get that shiny.